Hi everyone, and welcome to our beginners gentle yoga flow. So take a few moments to get your sacred space set up. And today's practice is gentle, but it's flowing and it's aimed at strengthening, energizing. So we'll start when you're ready. We're going to start in seated and just make sure that you're comfortable. If this isn't comfortable, then you can lay down if you wish. We're going to rest our hands on our tummy and closing the eyes. Just take a few moments to scan your body and just be aware of any aches or pains or any areas of tension that you feel. Just noticing how your physical body feels today and just allowing the space between your eyes to relax. Just letting go of any distractions, any worries that serve you no purpose by remaining in your mind. Just let them go. Allow yourself to come into the present, into the here and the now. And just begin to relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. And as you drop your chin down towards your chest, just feel the space between your shoulders beginning to relax, and to be free from any tension. As you bring awareness to the chest, to allow your chest to relax. Just take a few moments to notice how you're feeling. Just observing without judgment. And however you are feeling is okay. And just trusting by the end of your practice you will feel more energized, more balanced, more stable. And as you bring awareness to the tummy, just allow the tummy to soften. And then just start to breathe a little bit deeper. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. One more time. And just gently bring the hands to rest on the heart. Take 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Breathing in and breathing out. With every in-breath, every out-breath, just let go of all that no longer serves you well. Just let it go. And we'll just bring our hands to rest on our knees, allowing the palms to be open. Connecting your forefinger and thumb together. And just continuing to focus on every in-breath and every out-breath. This time with the mouth closed. So inhaling through the nose. And then exhaling back out through the nose. Breathing in. And gently breathing out. Just noticing perhaps already that connection between the breath in your state of mind. You're already starting to feel calmer, more present. So let that be your intention today for your practice. Keep awareness on the quality of the breath throughout your practice. Take another deep breath in. Just breathing out, just gently taking right ear over to the right shoulder. Relaxing the jaw. Breathing in and then breathing out, rolling chin into the chest and then taking left ear over to the left shoulder. Breathing in and then breathing out, rolling chin back into the chest. And then gently starting to open the eyes. And then coming straight into our opening breath. So inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, hands to the heart. So just making that flow. Starting to make that connection between the movements and the breath. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Deepen the breath. And this time as you exhale, just start to creep the fingertips forward. So sliding the hands forward, just lengthening through the spine, tucking chin in. Taking a nice deep calming breath. So really working into the hips. Try to soften through the shoulders. And gently walking the hands over to the left. So lovely for opening up the hips and releasing stress and tension in the spine. Stay here, go ahead and gently flow that right arm up to the sky and then over the head. So beautiful for opening the side of the body, helping us to breathe a bit deeper. Breathing in, and then as you breathe out, come back to center and then taking it over to the side. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, soften. Staying here, gently flowing that left arm up and over the body. Again, just take a breath here and just notice if one side feels tighter than the other. Breathing deep. And on your next breath out, slowly coming back to center. Inhale, lengthen, and then as you exhale, come back to center, hands to the heart. Gently taking hands out behind, interlacing fingers, squeezing shoulder blades together, tucking the chin in. Just taking a breath here. So it is opening for the heart. If I turn to the side, you can see it's really lovely for releasing any stress or tension in the shoulders. Just take 3 to 5 deep breaths here. Keep an awareness on the quality again of the breath. Breathing into any spaces of discomfort or tightness that you feel. Taking another breath in, and as you breathe out, this time releasing fingertips out behind. Lifting up through the heart, little back bend. Inhale. And exhale, release. Bringing the soles of the feet together. Coming into butterfly. So butterflies, just gently resting the elbows on the knees. Lowering the chest. Staying here, going deeper if you wish into turtle. So hands underneath the ankles. And just gently shaking the head from side to side. Relaxing the jaw. Just breathing into any discomfort, any resistance that you feel. Breathing in and then breathing out, release. Coming back to center, legs together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And again, making this flow, moving with the breath. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Coming all the way back to center, bringing the left foot in against the right thigh, and then gently sliding hands down to your knee, your shin, your ankle, all the toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. If it's too intense, keep the knee soft. And again, use the breath. So the breath really is key because it brings more benefits to the practice. Helps us to go deep into the pose, conscious breathing helps us to be present and grounded as well. And then gently release, and then over to the side. So right foot against your inner left thigh. Inhale, and as you exhale, letting the hands go on the knee, the shin, the ankle, or the toes. From your next out breath, gently release, bringing both legs back together, taking your hands out behind this time, fingertips facing forwards, lift up through the heart, little back bend, keeping the legs together, pointing the toes. This opens the heart so it frees up the energy, it balances the energy within the body, strengthens the heart and the lungs. If you're looking to challenge, you can lift the hips if you wish. So coming into reclined plank. But if it doesn't feel right for you today, stay here. Take another breath in, and then breathing out, coming back to center, and then onto all fours. And as we come onto all fours, just checking that your shoulders are right over the wrists, the knees are hip distance apart. Inhale, cat. Exhale, slowly into cow. Breathing in, lift, looking tailbone under. Breathing out into cow. Coming back into neutral spine. Bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Take an in breath, and then as you breathe out, lower the hips, and then coming all the way up into crescent moon. So checking that front knees over the ankle. We're feeling a nice positive stretch here in the hips. Hands resting on the heart. Gently drawing the chin down, soften the shoulders. Checking with the body, checking with the breath. From here, inhale, arms up. As you exhale, bring your right hand between your shoulders and your left hand wraps out behind. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see. If you wish, you can connect the fingers. If not, if you really get to here today, that's okay. So long as you're feeling a nice stretch. Try to let go of that judgment or competition of ourselves. Just accept where we're at today. Taking another breath in, and as we breathe out, release the arms. Right hand on the back of the right thigh, left arm goes over the head, connecting forefinger and thumb. So coming back into that hand mudra. And again, this balances the energy in the body, brings us higher connection. Breathing in, and then as we breathe out, release. Bringing fingertips back down, either side of the front foot. Staying here, if you wish, tuck your back toes under and come into low lunge. A little bit of a deeper stretch. If it doesn't feel right, drop that knee down. Just hold and breathe here. Take another breath in, and as you breathe out, we're going to start to turn the right foot, pressing into that back heel. Take another breath in, and as you breathe out, release slowly, coming in to warrior one. So our left knee is flexed, right leg is long and lengthened. We'll turn into square the hips and the shoulders. And if you wish, you can always rest the hands at the heart. So this is a wonderful shift for strengthening our core, our backs, our legs, our thighs. We're going to take another breath in, and as we breathe out, releasing left forearm on top of the left thigh, open right arm up to the sky, connecting left forefinger and thumb back together again. Taking a breath in, and as you breathe out, taking your right arm over your head. So extended side angle. Just breathing here. And this is therapeutic for back pain. It also helps to balance, stimulate the metabolism. We're going to take another breath in, and then as we breathe out, sink the hips down, bring strength to the legs, coming into reverse warrior. The right hand rests lightly on the back of the right thigh, left arm goes over the head. Take another breath in, and as you breathe out, we're going to release into triangle. So both legs straight, And resting your left hand either on your shin, ankle, or the floor. Just breathing here. And this is therapeutic for anxiety, depression. It has a nice grounding effect upon the body. Take another breath in, and as you breathe out, sweep your right hand down. So both hands are down on the floor. And then flexing that left knee, turning gently to drop that right knee back down onto the floor, and then stepping back onto all fours. Inhale, cat. Exhale into cow. Back into neutral spine. Repeat the whole sequence on the other side. So this time, right foot to the outside of the right hand. Gently bring weight into that right foot, but be mindful that the knee stays over the ankle. Take an in-breath, and as you breathe out, release. Coming all the way up into crescent moon. Hold it here and breathe. Try to soften the shoulders. You can always keep the hands at the heart if you wish. Beautiful for cleansing and purifying the liver, the kidneys. It just works into the hip flexors, so it helps to release the emotional, bottled up feelings that we may have. Stay here. Gently take your left hand between your shoulders and your right arm reaches out behind. And you might find it easier on this side, you might find it more challenging. Again, the quality of the breath is important, so keep awareness on the breath. Breathing in, and then as you breathe out, release the hands. Taking the left hand on the back of the left thigh, right arm goes over the head. Connecting the right forefinger and thumb together. Taking 3 deep breaths here. Strengthening for the lungs. Has a really purifying effect upon the respiratory system. On your next out breath, sweeping fingertips back down, either side of the foot. Stay here, tuck your back toes under, take an in-breath, and as you breathe out, coming into low lunge. So working deep into that hip. If you want to lessen the intensity, keep the knee flexed a little bit. From here, just start to ground that back heel into your mat. Soften through the hips, relax the spine, take an in-breath. And as you breathe out, coming all the way up into warrior one. Taking 3 to 5 deep breaths here. And again, you can either keep the hands here, or you can take the arms up to the sky. Just breathing deep. Taking another breath in, and then as you breathe out, we're going to release right forearm on top of the right thigh. Left arm goes up to the sky. Just taking 3 to 5 deep breaths here. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see a little bit better. And we're connecting the right forefinger and thumb here. Take another breath in as you breathe out, extending that arm over the body, extended side angle. You can always find ways to challenge. So you can sink the hips down a little bit more. You can open that left shoulder back more. Just breathe deep. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, release into reverse warrior. So left hand on the back of the left thigh. Right arm goes over the head. 3 to 5 deep breaths here. Breathing all the way down to the tummy. And then take another breath in. And as you breathe out, straighten both legs and releasing into triangle. So right hand down on the shin, ankle, or the floor. Open that left arm up to the sky. And this is wonderful for keeping the spine healthy and flexible. Bring nourishment to the spine. And take another breath in. And as we breathe out, soften that front knee, hands to the heart, toes and heels out. Interlacing fingers out behind. Squeezing shoulder blades together. Take an in-breath. And as you breathe out, forward fold. Taking the arms over the head. If you're looking after your body today, then you don't have to go all the way. So you can soften the knees and stay here, or you can place a few cushions in front and just place the hands on there. You can soften the knees if you wish. Take another breath in, and then as you breathe out, release the hands, bring them back in front, resting on the floor, or if you have some cushions, on the cushions. Left hand in the center, and then open the right arm up to the sky. And this is wonderful for the back, tones the thighs, and just keeps the digestive system really healthy and functioning well. Take another breath in, breathing out, release slowly over to the other side. Breathing in and breathing out, hands to the heart, slowly coming up into standing, feet together into your mountain pose. And we're going to go into our balanced posture today. So taking a breath in and breathing out. And we're going to go into our tree. So we're going to bring the weight into the right foot. And we're going to bring our left foot against the ankle. Let the toes rest down. Hands to the heart. Just while you find your center. You connect with the breath. And just thinking about every in-breath, every out-breath. Anyone who wants to challenge can bring the foot into the shin. If you want to challenge further, bring the foot to the inner thigh. So just be mindful that that foot is either above or below the knee. If you start to find yourself a little bit wobbly, come back to the breath. Try to find the balance between the in-breath and the out-breath. Breathing all the way down to the tummy, so just be mindful, not just breathing with the chest, but breathing all the way down to here. I'm going to release arms up to the sky and just gently work on opening the knee out to the side. So you're opening the hips. So this is therapeutic for the back, opening for the hips. Anyone who suffers with sciatica pain, it's really useful. Try to lift, inhale, and as you exhale, release. If you want to finish, you can just hug that knee into the tummy. Take an in-breath and exhale, release. And straight over to the other side. So weight into the left foot this time. And your right foot against either the ankle, the shin, or the thigh. And then just hold it here and breathe. Wherever you're at today is okay. And again, you might notice the difference between one side and the other. The more we practice, the more both sides become balanced and aligned. Work on opening that knee out to the side. Take an in-breath. Breathing out, open arms up to the sky. Relaxing shoulders. And when you are ready to release, hugging knee in towards the tummy, inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Coming into forward fold, inhale. On your exhale, slowly release the fingertips down towards the floor. Again, if fingertips don't reach, that's okay. Rest your hands on your knees and your thighs. You can soften through the knees if you wish. And then just give the head, the neck a shake. And this is wonderful for balancing blood pressure. It also helps to balance blood sugar levels. And you get a lovely stretch in the spine. It has a calming effect upon your brain. We're going to take another breath in, and as you breathe out, bending knees, either stepping back into down dog, or if you wish, come down onto the knees and release back into child's pose. So knees wider than the hips, creeping fingertips forwards. And then just relax the shoulders. And whether you're in your child's pose or your down dog, we're going to take a deep cleansing breath. So big breath in through the nose, big sigh out through the mouth. And come down onto the knees, coming all the way up, hands to the heart. And we're going to take the knees, so they're a little bit wider than the hips, hands on the heart, into our half camel. So we're going to tuck the toes under and come into a little bit of a back bend. But if this is too intense, stay here or just stay here for today. Another modification is resting the fists on the lower back and just come into here. Or if you wish, let your right hand come down to the right heel, push the hips forward gently, and then open your left arm over the head. And you can keep the gaze forward, you can keep the gaze at the fingers if you wish. Take another breath in, breathing out, release. Back to center, over the other side. So left hand on the left heel, keep awareness on the breath as you inhale. Exhale, right arm over the head. And then on the next out breath, coming back to center, coming to sit down, back into seated. Bringing the soles of the feet together. And our next pose is going to be our cow face pose, which is quite intense, but it's beautiful for the back and beautiful for opening the hips, releasing any pain like sciatica pain. It's good for the digestive system and it brings the whole body back into balance, very aligning for both sides of the body. So there's different levels. So the first level is to bring the right leg under the left and just relax that knee down, and then bring the left foot in a little bit further. And you can just stay here for today and just work on sitting tall and staying here. If you wanted to get a deeper stretch, taking the left foot over the top of the right thigh or knee. And again, if it might take a few moments, might take a few breaths just to relax into the pose. You can keep hold of this leg, or you can use the hands either side just to help support and keep the spine nice and tall. If you're looking to go even deeper, slowly bring the left foot further back. So the flat top parts of the feet are in contact with the floor. And you can see the knees are aligned here. And we want to work on grounding both sits bones into the floor. Try to sit tall. Try to not allow any discomfort to spread into other parts of the body. You can stay here, you can bring the hands to the heart. You can stay here or you can go into our eagle arm. So you take your right arm underneath the left, bringing the elbows together, close the space between the forearms, and then stay here or connect the palms as well. Thumb should be facing the face. You get a lovely stretch between the shoulders, the hips, really, really therapeutic for the spine, correcting any postural issues. Just breathe into any discomfort that you feel. I'm going to take another breath in. And as you breathe out, slowly release into forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Coming all the way back to the center. We're going to repeat it on the other side. So this time your right leg goes under the left. No, left leg under the right. And then we're going to take the right foot slowly further in towards you. So we're hugging that leg in. Stay here if this is enough for you. And it's a nice stretch in the thigh into the hip. Or you can go deeper by taking the foot over the top of the thigh. And just staying here for today. And just accepting where you're at. Know what your limits are. Know that they'll change from day to day, week to week. So really respecting your practice, your body. Stay here, slowly taking that foot further back out behind. You can keep hold of the feet. You can bring your hands to your heart. You can take your hands either side. Again, just notice, compare how this side feels to the other. Relax the shoulders. Use the power of the breath to release any blockages, any tension, any discomfort. And this posture also helps to balance the left and the right hemispheres of the brain. So it helps with memory, focus, coordination. You can stay here or you can go into your eagle arm. So you would take your left arm under the right, bring the elbows together, close space between the forearms, stay here, or bring the palms together. And take 3 to 5 deep breaths here. Let's work on grounding each sit bone into your mat, letting go of any tension. If you wanted a deeper stretch between the shoulders, you can slowly lift the arms a little bit higher if you wish. But again, just notice that the elbows and knees are in line with one another. So I'm not over to the side, nicely lined. Take another deep breath in. And then gently exhale, release, taking the legs back out in front. And just taking a deep breath here in your forward fold. Just enjoying that stretch in the back of the legs. And one more deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, slowly release, coming back to center. And then from here, we're going to lay down on our backs, coming into bridge. So the feet are hip distance apart. Tucking the chin in, open the palms, connect your forefinger and thumb together. So bridge is particularly nourishing for the thyroid and adrenal glands. Strengthens the back, strengthens the core, and it has a calming effect upon your brain. On a deeper level, it helps. It's therapeutic for anxiety and depression and insomnia. So we ground into the heels, take an in-breath, and as you breathe out, lift the hips. Be really mindful to keep the chin tucked into the chest. And just notice that the knee is right over the ankle. Relax the space between your shoulders. Allow the tummy to rise and fall with every breath. And you can stay here for today. You can work your core a little bit harder if you wish by bringing your left leg forwards. Keep the knees aligned with one another. Keep the hips lifted. And then gently taking it over to the other side if it feels okay. Releasing that foot, take an in-breath. And as you breathe out, releasing one vertebra at a time, back down onto your mat. Hips come down last. From here, you can go into a second set of bridge, or you can go over into plow. So if you're coming into plow, bring your knees in towards your tummy. Let the palms be flat down underneath your hips. Gently rock the knees. Tuck the chin in, and it just take practice this one to help. You can place a cushion under the lower back here to get a little bit more of a lift if you wish. So gently rock, and then when you're ready, lift, push with the hands to support the back, and just pause here for a few breaths just while you settle into the pose and get used to it. Try to relax the shoulders. And then you can work on going a bit deeper if you wish by lengthening the legs, or you can keep the knees soft. You can go further over, bring the toes down onto the floor if you wish. And this is really beautiful for keeping the spine healthy. Brings nourishment to the spine. You can keep the eyes closed if you wish. When you're ready to release, try to press into the palms and the backs of your arms. On your out breath, and roll one vertebrae down at a time, trying to keep the head down on your mat. Once the hips have come down, just gently hug the knees into the tummy and just circle the knees. So we're massaging the lower back, we're massaging the kidneys. So beautiful for purifying the kidneys. I'm going to place our right foot down and take your lower left leg over the top of the thigh. We're going to lift the right foot off the floor and bring both arms through to connect the fingers around the back of your right thigh, and then hug that leg a little bit deeper in for a deeper stretch. And this is beautiful for the hips. So opening for the hips, good for sciatica, good for back pain. And then when you're ready to release, we'll take it over to the other side. So this time, left foot goes down on the floor and your right lower leg goes across the thigh. Lift the left foot, thread the arms through, take hold of the back of the left thigh, connecting fingers, and gently hug that knee in towards you. Let your spine relax. And again, perhaps notice how each side compares to the other. Maybe one side feels a bit tighter. And then gently release both legs. Coming into happy baby, so taking hold of big toes with forefingers and thumb, pressing into the tailbone, keep the knees soft, tucking chin into the chest, and this is beautiful for the digestive system, beautiful for the back. Staying here or coming into extended happy baby pose, extending the legs. And release, bringing both legs together, taking both knees over to the right here. Taking your gaze over your left shoulder, down your left arm into your left fingertips. The spinal twist. Keeps the spine healthy, keeps the digestive system healthy. Take an in breath, and as you breathe out, back to center, and then over the other side. Notice if one side again feels tighter than the other. Use the breath to release, to relax, and to let go. Coming back to center, bringing the soles of the feet together, so coming into bound angle pose, left hand on the heart, right hand on the tummy, and just closing the eyes here. Always important at the end of your practice that we just take a few moments to be still. Just allow the space between your eyes to relax. Allow your temples to soften. Gently relax the jaw. Just let your shoulders have some time to relax. And this pose helps to balance emotions, helps to release lower back pain. Just take a moment to reflect upon your practice. Take a moment to feel proud for all that you have achieved. And then take a deep cleansing breath now, in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. One more time, deep breath in, exhale through the mouth. And just gently bring your knees together, keeping the eyes closed if you wish, as we gently roll onto the side and then slowly back into seated. Resting your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your tummy. So right back where we started. And as we did at the start of our practice, just take a few moments to check in with the physical body. Noticing if you're still holding on to tension. Just allow it to let go. Imagine breathing in warm, loving energy into that space. As you exhale, just let go. And then bring awareness to the space between the eyes. Notice if your thoughts feel calmer. Notice if you're able to see more clearly and calmly. Set an intention to hold on to that positive energy. And together, breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Breathing in and breathing out. Last time together. Inhale, palms together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Namaste. And thank you so much. Well done, everybody. Really beautiful practice. I hope you feel all the benefits from it. And if you can, please do the meditation at the end. And remember your aftercare, so lots of water. And thank you so much.